Hi, welcome to Two Blurred Girls. I'm Tamika. That's Tamra.
Hi, with my messy office in the background.
It's fine. Tamra is a working mom. So
Yes.
there you go. Boom. That's all you have to say. Well, welcome to season two. I guess season two kicked off with KJ Eldridge when we were
Yes.
interviewing him
Yes.
um, with his independent comic books.
Which
But I
was so
guess,
fun.
yeah, it was fun. You should come back on the show. If you're listening, KJ, come back on the show.
Hi, KJ, if you're listening.
Yeah. And we want to start something new. We like anime. I feel like Tamara is deeper into anime than I am. I feel like I'm
hmm
still a newbie. But Tamara was like, let's review Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I
Yes,
said,
because it's
okay, sure.
amazing.
So we're gonna review Full Metal. We're gonna see how much we can get through in March.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do this up until March and see how many episodes we can get through.
Yeah.
And if
We,
we can't get through all of them,
we'll
then
just talk about the ending.
yeah, we'll just talk about the ending and then we'll move on to other animes and movies. So we'll kind of switch it up in between. Like we'll still
Mhm.
do the other stuff, but the new segment we're doing is anime, which is
Yes.
something we always wanted to do.
hmm
So Tamara, since you are my expert anime friend, can you give some background on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Well, I can just tell you, I remember watching this with one of my college best friends,
Hmm.
Janelle. She's an anime nerd as well. Um, I remember going to her dorm and she had the wall scroll of Ed from Full Metal Alchemist. Ed is actually the Full Metal Alchemist, which is really funny. But basically, it's just about two brothers um, who are trying to find the Philosopher's Stone to get back what they lost. Like Al lost his he has his soul, but he lost his body, and Ed lost his arm and his leg. It's like a equivalent exchange, as they call it, because they was trying to bring back their mom that has passed, and they did something that they wasn't supposed to do. So since they did what they did, they had to do the equivalent exchange. So,
Mm.
but the thing is that Ed lost his leg first,
Hmm.
and then when he got his brother's soul back, he lost his arm.
Mm.
That was his exchange. Was his arm.
Wow.
hmm
Yeah. And from what I read, um, so you saw Full Metal Alchemist. So
All of it.
there is Full Metal Alchemist,
Yes, Full Metal
the first
Alchemist.
one, and Brotherhood is just a continuation of Alchemist.
No, Brotherhood is the remake of
Oh,
Full
the
Metal
remake.
Alchemist.
Oh, see,
Yes,
that's why you're the anime expert.
yes. I'm not really the anime expert. My friend Janelle, she's really the anime expert. I just remember watching it, like watching anime on Toonami while I was in high school and in college. So we started watching Full Metal Alchemist together. So she knows more about Full Metal Alchemist than I do, but because she has like the collection of of mangas. So like I kind of wish that I have what she has. Like she
Oh,
has the collection. I only had I have zero manga like
what?
Full Metal Alchemist. Like I have mangas, but I
Yeah.
don't have Full Metal Alchemist ones. She has
Oh.
them, but I don't. So I
Oh.
kind of wish that I did. But yeah.
Oh. We got a question already.
Uh-huh.
PJ asks, "What is alchemy?"
It's kind of like magic, but science, actually. Oh, that's new. That's a new way. I like that new transition. See?
Oh, I have no
Season,
idea what that is, but yeah.
oh, the season two. There we go.
Season two.
Yeah,
Boom.
new things, basically. But I just feel like to me personally, I think it's more like a science kind of magic thing mixed to it with no religion. So
Yeah. I know in the show they talked about it, but I guess
Mhm.
from this definition I'm reading, it says it's speculative philosophy aiming to achieve the transmutation of
Mm-hmm.
the base metals into gold.
Yeah.
But
That's why they say it's like wrong.
changing an undesirable thing into something more desirable.
Yeah. So that's, I think that's the reason why they said it's wrong to try to bring somebody back without
Yeah,
the equivalent exchange, which you just explained. So that's, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, let's just jump into episode one.
Episode one, where
Yay!
you first meet Ed and Alphonse.
Oh, that's
I
so
love Al.
cute.
He's so cute.
This episode, they like you mentioned, after making something new for hold on.
Hold on.
Now we get the new boom.
Transmutation. Yes, they mentioned
New,
about that too in the
yep,
show.
making something new from the elements of a previous object.
Yep.
Yeah,
Transmutation.
yep.
They talked about that.
Yeah, episode one, Ed and Al
Mm-hmm.
are they're saying they're adjusting to military life because they joined
Mm-hmm.
the state military
Mm-hmm.
after um what was it, like Ed, like you mentioned how Ed sacrificed his arm, I believe, to
To
get
get
his
his brother.
soul back, but then the soul was embodied into a suit of armor.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, um
Ed used his blood.
yeah, he used his blood.
Mm-hmm.
So after he did that, I'm just skipping around.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime Ed joined the state military to be
Yeah.
a sanctioned alchemist.
Yeah. Because Roy, his fine ass. I'm sorry. Don't give me. I'm sorry. It's something about these
Okay,
anime
you're still a
characters.
woman. You're still a woman.
Yeah, yeah. But Roy decided to come to where they're from, and
Mhm.
the grandmother wasn't too happy about it, and neither was Renary because Renary lost her parents because of the state alchemist. But he made them choose what they wanted to do, and Riza thought that Ed was uh sad, but Roy was like, "Have you seen his face? He looks more determined."
PJ, don't turn this into a Roy Lister thirst trap. This is called Two Blurred Girls, PJ. We can be thirsty if
It's
we
the
want to be.
fire, PJ. It's the fire. He's
Jeez,
the
don't you
fire
know about women and anime characters?
alchemist. Hey, at least we're not talking about Black Butler because he's
Oh,
out of a
Sebastian.
butler. Mm.
Oh, goodness.
But anyways, back to
Oh,
Full Metal
sorry. Yeah, sorry
Alchemist.
about that.
but um, but yeah, the first episode one is basically when they was going after a former officer
Yeah,
because they call him the,
the
was
freezer.
he like the
Yeah,
freezer alchemist or something like that?
yeah,
Because I know it
Isaac
was
the
freeze,
freezer.
ice, freeze. I know he does ice. So they
Mhm.
was going after him because of what he's planning on doing. So because of what happened to see you had a thing for Winnery. See,
Mm, mm, mm.
it's just something about them. It's just something about these anime
Yeah,
characters. But
y-
anyways,
yeah, they're on a manhunt to hunt
yeah.
down Isaac the freezer. It says he was a former state alchemist who wants to
Hmm.
take down the military.
Yes, because of what happened at Izum. I can't pronounce the
I
names,
can't
but
either.
because
I'm
of
sure
what happened in
will
that
pop up and say
country
something.
that they did. They killed millions of people, and
Mm,
he didn't like what they did.
mm.
So he's out for revenge, basically.
I find it interesting that when it opens, you're introduced to Isaac the freezer. So you're in
Hmm.
your mind, you're like, okay, they're getting the bad guy, right?
Right.
And then the deeper you get into this episode, you're like, oh, he's trying to blow over a conspiracy with this state military.
Gee, I
Oh,
wonder what it reminds you of. Hmm. Hmm. But anyways,
oh, okay. Sorry, I got lost in my thoughts.
because the military people thought that they were doing good because of the Fuhrer,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but yeah, I know who he is because I've seen it before. So,
I I you talked about this earlier, but
hmm.
I always found it funny when it is introduced to the Full Metal Alchemist, and they're like, "Oh wow, oh I heard about you." 'Cause Al, no, Ed is the one that's more famous. So
No,
I'm like, "Oh Ed, I heard about you," and they go straight to his brother who's in this full um suit of armor,
yeah.
looking like a giant knight Gundam suit robot with an apron on. I don't know
Oh,
what that's about.
poor
But,
Ed. He was so
they
mad.
always go to him. They're like, "Oh my god, it's Ed. How are you? Oh, you the Full Metal Alchemist. I heard so much about you. You're so famous." And
And
then
then here goes
Ed,
Al.
yeah,
I'm not the full metal alchemist. He is. What do you mean, that little pipsqueak?
yeah, that pipsqueak Ed. Yeah, Al is the one, his brother that lost his soul, and I
Yeah,
guess it's just appearances. Cause like I said, Ed isn't no, Al yeah, Ed no, Al
Al
lost
is
his
in the
brother,
full
get
metal
yeah,
alchemist
Al is
outfit,
in his
but
full
Ed is the full
suit.
metal alchemist. So when they
Yeah,
said full metal alchemist, they thought that was Al. Al, they think that Al is Ed,
yeah,
but Ed is Ed. And
yes,
then
yes. Cause
Hughes, oh my gosh, oh Hughes, uh, Hughes' daughter and Ed was arguing with each other, and he was like, "I'm the big brother, and he's the little brother. You got it?" And she was like, "If he's the big brother, why are
mhm,
you so little? You're the little brother because you're
yep,
little."
yeah.
And who are you calling Pipsqueak?
Pipsqueak. But,
I was this close to meet the voice actor because I think
really?
he was at Dragon Con while we was there,
Ooh,
and I missed out.
oh man.
Hmm.
Where did we go that day?
We went to see we didn't see we saw Eddie Hudson, but we didn't go to him because his autographs were so expensive. But I got
Oh,
a picture of him. We went to see Jason. We saw Kieran. We
oh, the
saw
Power
all
Rangers.
the Power Rangers and stuff. Uh, we pretty much saw everybody but him. He wasn't at his station, and I wanted to go there.
Oh, PJ said he met the voice actors at AWA.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Hmm.
nice.
But I don't want to talk about the situation that's going on with Ed's voice actor. It makes me mad,
Oh,
but
okay. All right. Don't go there. Don't go there.
but yeah, um, yeah, it's pretty cool. He's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Hmm.
Okay. Maybe you'll meet him sort of one day.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever meet him. I don't think I'll ever meet any voice actors anymore because they don't have stuff here anymore in Tallahassee, and plus, I'm a new mom, so I got a mom life.
This is okay. This is
Yeah, so I doubt that I'll be able to go to any conventions like I wanted to. I know there's some nerd moms that'll be able to do that, but
mm-hmm.
it's just me. I'm too tired.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
I'm
okay.
too
I
tired.
just
I
like
applaud
drug
the
you.
nerd moms who does that.
I like drug you and you wake up, you're like, how I got here? I'm like,
Yeah.
just keep
See, we're
walking.
4 hours away, so
Just keep walking.
mhm.
Why are you asking questions? But yeah, I will say with this episode, I do like the fact that we're introduced to each alchemist.
Yes.
We got Isaac the Freezer who harnesses his alchemist powers through water, and then he
Mhm.
uses ice to make weapons out of those.
Mhm.
So it's
Mhm.
kind of like Mr. Freeze.
Basically.
And then there's Armstrong.
Oh,
I
that's John Henry's favorite character. He
Who
loves
reminds me of
Armstrong.
All Might.
John Henry said Armstrong is like Hulk Hogan. He does look like Hulk Hogan, with no mouth and a little curl in his forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. What is his again?
his alchemy.
Yeah.
He's like the strongest man ever.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
like their alchemy. They're like super strong. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I know he was making statues of himself out of like rocks or
yeah.
I was like, okay, so he used to conceit it. His conceit is his alchemy.
Yes, pretty much. And also when he flexes his muscles, you see the little stars shining all over his body. He's like, oh,
Yeah, he reminds me of All Might from Hero Academia.
yeah, All Might without the mustache and
Yeah, and the
hair.
curl, the S curl on
Yeah,
his
the little S
forehead.
curl down the bottom. It's just like All Might, bald All Might with a mustache.
Yes. Oh gosh. But yeah. So
And
I think
Roy,
he
he's
got
the
killed
fire
by
alchemist.
who?
Roy does fire.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I like. They're just introducing all the alchemists and their powers
Mhm.
and all the elements, really. They're
Mhm.
using the elements around them.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because like Ed, he doesn't. You notice like pretty much all of the soldiers,
Hmm.
they have like Roy. He has a glove with the symbol on his
Yeah.
glove, and then what's his name? Armstrong. He has a symbol on his glove, and then the guy who does the steam, he has on his hand.
Mm,
But Ed and Alphonse, they don't need those. They could
hmm.
do it without it. They could do their alchemy without the symbols on them.
Hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So pay attention to that.
Yes, I will. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Again, it's like for me, I haven't watched the anime in a long time.
Uh-huh. You're
I was in
doing good.
college the last time I watched it.
You're doing good.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Wait a
he
minute,
uses his
PJ. Well,
gloves to
if you
make a
didn't know,
spark.
PJ loves this one of his favorite animes too.
I think it's everyone's favorite.
Roy Mustang Flame Alchemist. He
Mhm.
uses his gloves to make a spark and he changes the makeup of oxygen around him to create fire.
Yep.
He's also a science nerd too, PJ.
Yep. Roy Mustang is my husband. I'm sorry. And so
I'm
is
sure
and so is Maze Hughes.
I'm sure in your vows to John Henry, you're like, look,
And look, you're
you're
Roy
gonna have to
Mustang
you're gonna
and
have to
Mace.
share me with
Yeah,
Roy
you gotta
Mustang.
share me with Roy Mustang.
Oh, I see little one.
You see her?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Don't be hiding now, girl.
She's in her kitchen, actually.
Oh, she's making something
That's
for
her
the
little
podcast.
kitchen.
Oh, okay. I want pancakes.
KK, make pancakes. And she walks away.
Oh, okay. Feisty little thing. But we could
Oh, Mace Hughes is your favorite. I think, oh, he's mine too. I
maze
get so
here.
sad every time I see him. I get so sad. But that's all I can say.
Well, episode 2. I guess
Hmm.
is there anything else from episode 1 you wanted to talk about?
Other than the fact that the Führer is not who you think he is, that's all I can say.
Yeah. When he
Because you notice that the freeze the person who's that they was going after,
Mhm.
he found the Führer right in front of him and he was trying to attack him, but the Führer killed him too. He killed him
Mm,
first
mm,
because he's so fast. And there's a
mm.
reason why he's so fast. That's all I can say.
I remember that because when they asked about how he died, he was like, "Oh, I don't know. I just got here. I just saw him. That's
Mhm.
terrible for him."
Yeah.
Like you killed him. What you mean?
They said they wanted him dead or alive, so he's dead. But oh, before we get on to that,
Yeah, go ahead.
he went to see uh Quimby in the prison cell
Yes.
because
Okay.
he was the one that was also at
Freeze.
what happened. Yeah, what happened at that in the little town that they went to,
Hmm.
and he was in jail. He broke into the jail to talk to him, and you were trying to sit there. It's like you wonder how he got in there because you saw the guard just standing there. But
Hmm.
when he walked out, you saw him pushing the guard on the ground because the guard was frozen.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, oh well, he pushed him down. He's broken. That man is dead.
Mhm. He's a broken man,
He's a
literally.
broken man, like literally. So when you do his funeral, you gotta put him like in a little bag. There you go. Like
Mhm.
yeah, he kills with he either frees you or use steam, like
Mm.
the water in your body
Mhm.
has like he like if you don't have any water around you, he can use the water that's in your body because we're made up of a certain percentage of water.
Yeah, like that
Seventy
scene
percent of water. 70%.
when he was fighting Ed, the
Mm-hmm.
Isaac the freezer was fighting Ed, and he was like, "There's no more water around you." And
Mm-hmm.
he was like you said, my body is 70% water. And then
Mm-hmm.
he started using his blood,
Blood. Mm-hmm.
which reminded me of Avatar, the last Airbender, when they were doing blood bending,
Uh-huh.
and she uses blood to bend and to attack. That's what it kind of
Mm-hmm.
reminded me of. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's what the creators got their inspiration from, but it would have been cool if they did.
Mm-hmm. Really cool. Because you know, basically, Full Metal Alchemist has all of the elements plus the
Mm.
seven deadly sins,
Mhm.
and then Avatar has all of the elements. So it makes you wonder.
Yeah, minus the
Not,
seven deadly sins. Yeah.
it makes you wonder.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, episode 2, if you haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist, episode 2 gives you a glimpse of origin of the
Mm-hmm.
two brothers, because
Yeah.
it goes into just a quick overview of how that their dad was an alchemist,
Mm-hmm.
and the brothers are reading books, and then the mom encourages them to read
Mm-hmm.
these alchemist books. And it says an epidemic in a small village, and then she
Mm-hmm.
died, unfortunately. And then the brothers try to use this alchemist spell to
Mm-hmm.
try to bring her back. But
Mm-hmm.
there is a disclaimer: human transmutation.
Yeah.
There's a disclaimer that
Mm-hmm.
not to do this. But
Mm-hmm.
of course, what do we do with exclaimers?
Mm-hmm.
We ignore them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you ignore them. It's like they didn't
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
See, it seems like they didn't care. It's like, oh, psh, we're just gonna try to bring our mama back. Okay,
Yeah.
here's our exchange. Yeah, our blood is our exchange. This is how we're gonna bring our mommy back. Nope, that's not the
Mm-mm.
exchange. No,
No. No, you
no,
can't do it.
you can't do
And,
it that way. You gotta do
and
more than that.
like we were talking about earlier, you know, the the spell rebounds,
hmm
and Al, no, Ed. I'm starting to get the brothers mixed up.
Okay,
Ed,
remember the short one is Ed, the
Ed,
tall
and
one
the
is Al.
tall is Al. Okay, got it. Thank you. The robot
You're
is
welcome.
Al. Ed, he starts to lose his leg. Oh, hold on. PJ wants to chime in, like the third person on that. There is nothing that can be exchanged for a human soul.
Nope.
Yeah, because that's part of alchemy. Like,
Yep.
have to have something to exchange it with, and with a
hmm
human soul, you can't. So it
Yep.
rebounded.
Yep.
But yeah, Ed lost his leg as the curse or the spell rebounded.
Yeah, the
And his
equivalent
brother,
exchange.
yeah, his brother lost his soul,
Everything.
basically everything.
He lost everything.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
gone.
yeah. Now there was a scene where Ed was falling down this. It looked like some type of netherworld, like some type
Yeah,
of
it was like you
rabbit
see this
hole.
big eye, and he's like in
Yeah,
the another world. They're talking to him.
yeah.
Um,
He seen
I think that
glimpses of
was
his mom.
I can't spoil it, but it's one particular character. Cannot
Uh huh.
spoil.
Okay.
They was talking about him, and he said it was I'm you
Mhm.
basically.
Mhm.
So I have your leg.
Mhm.
So he has his leg, and he has everything else.
Now, is
Basically,
that is he the embodiment of truth?
I can't say because this is the first
Oh,
person.
oh, oh, okay. Anyway, this character. whoever he who shall not be named,
Yeah.
this character, um, you know, he's just telling him that he, like Tamara said, I have your leg in exchange for payment.
Mhm.
Um, I when he was falling down that rabbit hole, as I call it, it did remind
Mhm.
me of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange was he was taken into an astro body, and then he was going into like these multiverses and just going down this gigantic rabbit hole. That's
Mhm.
what it kind of reminded me of. And he
Yeah.
was in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, when Ed was falling through this hole, he was seeing glimpses of his mom.
Mhm.
So that was kind of freaky.
Yeah. But then when he came back uh into the real world, you see blood everywhere. His
Yeah.
leg is missing. And then when he looks up, he sees his creature. He thinks
Yes.
it's his mom, but it's just a creature.
Hmm.
It wasn't like his full mom. It was just something that it was supposed to be his mom, but it wasn't. So he got his brother back, and
Yeah.
he used his blood to bring his brother back.
That, this episode got dark real quick
Yeah, really quick. Yeah.
because all I saw was like this black mask that was
Mhm.
like yelling and crying.
Mhm.
And it's like, that's not my mom. And he's like, that's not what I wanted. It's
Mm-mm.
not what I asked for.
Mm-mm.
Bring my brother back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, please bring my brother back. I need him. I need
Mhm.
him. And he
Mhm.
got his brother back, but he got his soul. That's all he got.
Mhm. Yeah. In a suit of armor.
And a suit of armor. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
Hmm.
Goodness.
But
But
Winry was able to help Ed with limbs and everything. So,
yeah, they
mhm.
like gave him this prosthetic arm and leg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a really smart girl. And that's
Cool.
why they're husband and wife. That's all I can say.
Oh, what? Oh, dang. Oh, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. But episode 3, to me,
Oh, that
um, this episode, the theme seems to be about science versus religion
one.
for me.
Yes. Hmm.
But in episode 3, the brothers come across, is his name Father Cornelio?
Cornelius.
Cornelio, something like that. They come across this village where all these people are in awe of this priest,
Yes.
and he's doing all these miracles, and they're like, "Oh
Hmm.
my gosh!" And he said he's doing it through the sun god Leto,
Hmm.
but he's actually doing, I don't know how. Wait,
He's using a philosopher's stone. Well,
it's not
philosopher's stone.
really. Yeah, it was a fake, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a fake stone because
Yeah.
Alan Alphonse was thinking that he's not an alchemist, so he's using the philosopher's stone. So they
Hmm.
was trying to get the philosopher's stone from him. And when they come to find out, and the funny thing is that they still thought that Al was the full metal alchemist.
Yes, they
Even in
did.
another town, they still thought that Al was full metal alchemist, which is really funny.
That's so messed up.
Well,
But
hey, he got mad and everybody ran away from him because he was yelling at them and everything. Poor Ed. He goes through a lot. He
mm,
goes
mm,
through a lot.
mm. Yeah, he's the sanctioned
Yeah.
alchemist.
Yes. But the thing is that he's called Full Metal Alchemist.
Mhm.
So they don't know, the people don't know what he looks like. They just know his name. So they're thinking, "Oh, you're the famous Full Metal Alchemist," and they think that the dude in the armor suit that is full metal, he's the Full Metal Alchemist, and the other
Mhm.
person is just a little kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But come to find out that he has metal too. So it's just like so funny.
It's, yeah, it's really messed up. I'm assuming all the episodes we see, he's gonna have to go through that on every
Yes,
episode.
every single
The
episode.
people go, "Oh my god, you're the Full Metal Alchemist." He's like, "No, I'm actually the younger brother. My brother over
He's the
there, isn't
full
it?"
metal alchemist. And it's like, who that little thing?
Yeah. Mm-mm. But yeah,
As you
this
guys can hear, my daughter's a little in the background.
yeah, she's cooking. Yeah, she's she's doing pots and pans. But for this episode, what really stood out to me was one of the townspeople. I think her name was Rose.
It was Rose.
She came across the brothers and she was like, "Oh, are you here to worship the sun god Leto?
Hmm.
I've been praying to him for a miracle." And then there was this whole debate about science versus religion and why are
Hmm.
you praying to something you can't see, and
Hmm.
science is fact based and all this other stuff. I thought that was really interesting. And that's pretty much in
Yeah,
oh,
that's what he did say.
that's what he said in there. He said, "This is in the series.
Yeah, it's in
You
the
might
series.
as well put down your Bible and pick up an alchemy book because we're the closest things to gods there are." And
Hmm.
that's when Rose was like, "Oh, this is blasphemy. How dare you go against the sun god Leto and all this other stuff?"
Yeah, because he promised her to bring back her love.
Yeah,
The
father
father promised.
Cornelio.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
promised.
That he could bring it back the love of her life. And
Hmm.
as we saw, you can't do that.
Nope, can't bring him back.
No,
Even with the fake philosopher stone, you can't bring him back.
no, no, and we're not talking about a Harry Potter one.
Nope, not that one.
Not
That
that stuff.
philosopher stone that's worked better than the one that he had.
Although, switching gears, there was an alchemist in Harry Potter, Nicholas Flamel,
Hmm.
but that's neither here nor there now.
Do you think that she got the idea from Full Metal Alchemist, putting alchemy in the story?
It would be really interesting if all these TV shows and everything we see got their ideas from Full Metal Alchemist.
Well, let me see what year Full Metal Alchemist came out as a manga. Because John Henry said that she wrote those books in '97.
Oh, JK. Yeah. Hmm. It,
I
I
married a
see.
pothead, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
said say Potterhead. There you go.
Potterhead. Potterhead. Yes. Married a pothead. But yeah. Yeah, I thought that scene was really interesting. Especially when the stone fell, and then once the stone or the fake stone, whatever it was, it fell out of Father Cornelio's ring. He
Hmm.
wasn't no longer powerful because
Mm-mm.
Father Cornelio, he wanted worshipers, like all these people to worship this so-called sun god, so that he can build an army and take over the world.
Hmm.
But we kind of find out he's just a minion from the seven deadly sins,
So
or
this is interesting.
what?
Okay, the English. It was published by.
Mm-mm.
It well, the original run was 2021 to 2010. Harry Potter was books was started in 1997.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I need to read about the show's creator and figure out what motivated her to write Full Metal Alchemist.
Hmm.
Because know that there is a Netflix movie, Full Metal Alchemist. I think they based it off of Brotherhood, but I didn't see the movie because, of course,
Never watched the live action movies. Please don't.
well, unless they're the Japanese versions, I would say, because I
Yeah,
saw the Japanese version of Death Note, and that was amazing.
yeah, that one was good. Don't watch the American version.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm not watching Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah,
I'm just scared to watch it. I'm like, what is this? I don't. Mm.
That's all I can say.
But what else stood out for you in episode 3 or
Um, it's just how much. Oh, because what was funny, with that is that they um they got upset at the fact that the philosopher stone wasn't real; it was fake,
mhm
and and he ran off like a little pussy, basically saying,
mhm
"Please don't kill me,"
oh
and
yeah
he ran
yeah
away.
mhm
But guess who didn't kill? Who guess who killed him? I mean, you got to be careful when you're around the seven deadly sins,
yeah
and that's when you're introduced to lust and gluttony.
yes yes so they yeah because he was basically working for them or
Hmm.
whoever their
They
superior
they
was
got the he got the stone from them,
mhm
and really, I can't really spoil anything because
mhm
we are only supposed to talk about episodes 1 through 3, which
yeah
is kind of like make it feel like it's a short episode. And
mhm
I'm sorry, you guys, but yeah, I beat you to it, PJ. And so yeah, lust and gluttony. So
yeah lust gluttony ate him up
yeah, gluttony was like, "Oh, can I eat them?" And lust was like, "I don't want you to eat them. You might upset your stomach."
mhm that's bad that's terrible
Yeah, lust told him not to, but
Mm-mm.
she killed him.
Yeah, and he ate him.
Yep,
Damn.
and he's like, "Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy."
Yeah.
He ate him whole.
Mm. Oops, my light went out. There you
Uh,
go.
I only have a light right there, so
Yeah, I got the the little cheap desk lamp here.
yeah,
We do what we can at this podcast.
yeah. Because like really, PJ, I promise you, I'm gonna send my computer, but my computer decided to update itself and it went kaput. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. But yeah, that
that's all
seems
we got for the show, guys.
yeah, this so we got like a quick show tonight.
Yeah, we really did.
Dang, we gonna do
40
that
minutes.
quick. All right, we maybe hopefully go through all of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, maybe. But if
Maybe.
we want to make it longer, I think if we watch, how can I say, like 10 episodes or something like that, then we can make it longer. But since this is like kind of like a short episode, I don't know if you want to do it shorter or we can make it longer.
Yeah. We shall see.
Yeah, we have to see.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Well,
this is a good show, so I do recommend you guys watching this. And this is the show that I showed the first time I showed my husband because he's never seen anime before.
hmm.
And when we first started dating, um, I showed it to him and he liked it.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome, PJ.
You're welcome,
We'll
PJ.
be continuing this to March.
Yeah, because it's like one of the popular animes, and it was something that I watched a long time ago with one of my college friends. So,
Yeah.
and she's a huge Ed fan. Okay, that's her
Mm.
boyfriend. Yeah.
I am just into like Gundam suits.
Mhm.
So, and suits of armor anyway.
Mhm.
So
So
that's
you would
what's
like Fullmetal Alchemist then?
yeah, that's what's drawing me to this anime.
Yeah. So hopefully the other animes we will watch after Full Metal Alchemist that you will enjoy them too.
Yes, I have suggestions too. I
Mhm.
feel like my anime, um, maybe I'm like into 40% anime,
Mhm.
but anything I'm introduced to, I'm always willing and open to it.
Yeah. It's,
Naruto, that I don't know. I don't know. We can tackle that one. That's a
I think it
long,
might be kind of hard for you, and it is long, especially like you have to watch
a long one.
Student and all the other Naruto shows.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
oh,
we.
like Food
I did
Wars.
talk about Food Wars. We will touch on that at some point.
Hmm. I gotta watch it first.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. Well, that's our show. This is the
40
first,
minutes.
yeah, first time we have a short show because usually we go on for like an hour. So
Yeah, we usually go for an hour show, but
yeah,
hey,
we'll
40
try to
minutes
do
is
like
just fine.
a few more episodes too.
Yeah.
So you can follow us on Facebook at
Mm-hmm.
Two Blurred Girls Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Blurred Two Girls. You can follow us on Instagram at Two Blurred Girls underscore podcast. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Two Blurred Girls Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Also follow us on Twitch, Two Blurred Girls Podcast. And we also have you know,
Our podcast, just remember
theme,
two blur girls.
Two Blurred Girls, Two Blurred Girls. We
Yeah.
also have an audio podcast on Apple,
Mm-hmm.
and we also are on Google,
Mm-hmm.
iHeartRadio,
Mm-hmm.
Anchor,
Mm-hmm.
Good Pods,
Mm-hmm.
Amazon Music. We are
Mm-hmm.
on Spotify, which I don't know what happened to it, but yeah, we'll fix that in editing. That's the
Yeah, we
beauty
were
of
on
our show
Spotify.
too. We're imperfect.
Yes.
We're-
Yes.
yeah. So everywhere podcasts are available and streaming.
Yes, that is where we're available at.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the end of our show. We'd like to thank everyone for being in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to you guys and shout out to our listeners. And we'll be back next Friday with more Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Probably with more episodes because this
More
is
episodes. Yes.
yeah. We
Yes.
have to discuss on like what other episodes that we can watch. So
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
mhm.
So until next Friday. Bye.
Bye.